welcome to yoga. Thanks for coming. So, we're going to start in the chair. So, sit in your chair. I'm not going to start till Leslie gets here, but I'll just kind of say. So the focus today is posture. So posture is basically mountain pose. We're going to be doing a lot of mountain pose or Tadasana today because that is the correct alignment of our bodies. But because of some habits we have, one of which is sitting in chairs a lot, we've kind of gotten, many of us have poor posture because of, maybe shoulders rounded, head forward. So we're going to be working on that today, doing some poses that will help our posture. So, all right, so we're starting in chair because this is seated mountain pose. So we're going to do our centering here. So just make sure your feet are flat on the floor if they can be. Do your feet not touch the floor? Well, how about if you come forward? Well, yeah, you can do that, or come forward in your chair. So try to sit with your back not against the chair. So this is the first thing that you might find hard. So just sit as if you were sitting on the floor, with, trying to have a straight spine. Don't over effort, but not like this. So just find a comfortable way that you can have a tall, straight spine. Maybe gently lift up through the crown of your head, but let your shoulders come down from your ears. And so feel your feet on the floor, the blocks, whatever they're touching. Notice your hands on your thighs. And so that's your grounding. And just lift lightly up through the crown of your head. And then just relax. So not like this, not slumping, but just let your shoulders relax down. Close your eyes, let your face relax. So just let everything melt down. Cheeks, jaw, nice and relaxed. Lips can be lightly together, but teeth apart. And then just see where you are at the beginning of practice. So just notice your body, anything you're feeling, how it's talking to you anywhere. No judgment. This is just to see where your baseline is here. Notice your mind, if it's busy or calm or whatever it is. If you've got thoughts running through from the past or the future, about the past or the future, just notice. And maybe your feeling sense or feeling tone, which is your emotional state. So again, just notice those things and be aware. And then bring your awareness to your breath. And just notice your natural breath, just the way it is. Your body breathes in the way that you need. So if your breath is shallow, you might have some little stress or anxiety or be exercising. So just notice your breath, qualities, fast, slow, shallow, deep, anywhere in between. And then once again, come back to your Your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, relax all there. And we're gonna do a little pranayama that is a 2-part inhale of equal, so you, I'm just explaining it now, so don't start yet. So you're gonna inhale about halfway, I mean this is just subjective, and then inhale again full inhale, and then exhale, one slow exhale. And so you can assign a count to each part of your inhale. So the first part could be 1, the second part could be 2, and then the exhale would be 4. Or you could have 1, 2 for the first part of your inhale, 3, 4 for the second, and then your exhale would be 8. So the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. Okay, so inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Once again, take time to relax. And then inhale halfway. Pause, inhale the rest of the way. Exhale, slow down. And keep going like that. Don't over effort. You don't need to just take a full inhale, but not excessive, okay? A comfortable deep inhale. In 2 parts, little pause between the parts, and then 1 slow, easy exhale. Don't over effort. This shouldn't create tension or anxiety, just working with the breath a little. See if you can follow the breath. Be aware of the movement of the body as you inhale, opening, expanding, and just softening on the exhale. Now, 1 more round. And then just take a moment to create an intention for your practice. Just repeat that intention silently to yourself. Seal it in and know that it's there to come back to for focus. Check in. Okay, now we're going to begin practice at the wall. Again, I didn't know that these pictures were going to be there. So see if you can find a place. There's some on the back wall there, maybe over there, or between the pictures. And we're going to build a mountain pose at the wall. So come next to the wall so that your heels are against the back of the wall, the baseboard. And then, let me see if I can get in here and stand. So your heels are against the baseboard, and then your back side, so press into your feet, spread your toes, press down, then your back side is against the wall. Take a little tuck, very little tuck, bring your hip bones up just a little bit, just a touch, and then lengthen up through your side waist and bring your shoulders up, back, and down Externally rotate your arms so your palms are forward, your shoulder blades are against the wall, and then bring your back of your head against the wall, back of your hands against the wall. Okay, so just notice how this feels. And remember what I said about most of us have, because of sitting in chairs and because of looking down at devices, our head gets forward, our shoulders get forward. And so notice where this doesn't feel natural, where there's kind of an effort here. So for me, it's keeping the shoulders back against the wall. That's effort for me. And the back of my head against the wall is effort. I mean, I feel like I couldn't stand this way comfortably all the time. Okay, so just notice for you where it's effortful. No, there's no judgment, it's just the way it is. So what we're going to do in practice today, keep standing here, this is a little bit of an exercise. If it gets too much, obviously come away, but we're going to be working the muscles that counteract what is causing our poor posture. So take a couple more breaths here. Maybe it feels great, and that's good. But just notice where you might be a little bit out of alignment, because this is natural alignment, good posture. One more breath. Okay, now come back to your mats, and we're going to build a mountain pose on our mats. So just kind of remember how that felt against the wall. So we're actually going to stand on the mat. You can do a mountain pose lying down. Yeah. Okay, that's not too hard. Okay, so feet are, hip distance apart or closer. So you want your second toe, not the big toe, the second toe to be pointing straight ahead. Okay, because we have different orientations of our hips. So my feet tend to turn out, which is not great, but okay. So lift and spread your toes. Look at your toes. Lift and spread, then lay them down again. Press into the ball mount of your big toes, and then around, keep doing that, and then around to the little toe pad, and then the corners of your heels. So the four corners of your feet. Okay, put your toes down. Just press gently into your feet. You notice that will engage the quadricep muscles of your legs. Your kneecaps come up. Now take a little touch of a tuck. So tuck your tailbone just a little bit, bringing these front hip bones up just a little. And then bring your shoulders up to your ears, just like we did at the wall, around back. Notice how that opens your chest. That makes it easier to breathe too. You get a better breath. And then externally rotate. That also opens your chest. Spread your fingers. Reach down. Let your shoulders come down from your ears. And then the last thing you do is take a little tuck of your chin. Not all the way to your chest, but just a little, and then bring your head back. That strengthens the back of the neck, because we have a lot of forward heads going on. Okay, then lengthen up through the crown of your head. Okay, now release any effort that you don't need. So back off a little bit on the effort, but try to keep the alignment. So it's from the bottom up, it's knees over ankles, hips over knees, over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. I'm going to be talking about that a lot today. Okay, so mountain pose. Now release any effort in your face, jaw, neck. Let your shoulders, blades be back, so your shoulders are back, chest is open, but not over-efforting there. And just notice here, as you take some slow, deep, even breaths, that open chest allows your lungs to expand, get in some more air, take a deeper breath. And that gives you more oxygen. It's all good. Okay, now we're going to do some warm-ups in standing. So open your eyes, fingers are spread out here. We're going to do a two-part, I call it the triangle vinyasa, and some of you might remember it. So inhale, arms up, overhead, palms touch. Exhale, lightly press your palms together, bring them right down to your heart space. Now, make a triangle with your thumbs and index fingers and push away, as if the air is heavy and thick. And then palms out, pull back, open the chest. Turn your palms up and do that a few more times. Inhale, up. You can put your gaze up if you want. Exhale, press right down. Your chin can come down too. Make the triangle, push away, pull back. Turn your palms. Let's do it two more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice slow movements with your breath. Inhale out. Exhale back. Beautiful. Flip it. And let your arms come down. Very nice. Now we're going to open the side body. So now here we're going to think about, on the inhale, raise your right arm right next to your ear. And then as you side bend to the left, try to keep the left ear over the left shoulder. So we want the ears and shoulders to be aligned. And then inhale both arms up. Exhale to the other side. You're doing your best to keep your ears and shoulders aligned. So inhale up. A few more times. Exhale. Reach out. So you're keeping, this is a head thing, you're keeping, the alignment of mountain pose even as your side lateral bending, keeping in one plane. Moving with your breath. So as you side bend, you can get a little more stretch by pressing into the outside foot. But don't push it, just make it feel nice. All right, one more time to each side. Okay, and then come back to center. And we're going to do some shoulder work. So this is also going to help to release tension in the neck. So take your shoulders right up to your ears, and then exhaling through the mouth, just let them drop, okay? Oh, this is the one Naya does not. Then pause. I know you don't like that hot breath.
So like when you guys energize.
I know. Okay, so that increases, it just releases some tension in your neck. Okay, so again here you want to keep lengthening up through the crown of your head, keeping the head back a little bit. Okay, then we're going to do some shoulder rolls backwards. So inhale, arms come up to the ears and then roll back. We're not going to do the frontward roll, just slow rolls back, because our tendency is for our shoulders to be hunched anyway. So we're just gonna do the back, nice, slow opening. So one of the 5 posture things that you can do to help your posture is to stretch the chest muscles. Stretch them, because they get constricted when we sit and look at things and hunch. All right, couple more rolls. And then pause that. And then we're gonna do some things with the neck. So, the first one is to take ear to shoulder. So take your right ear toward your right shoulder, and then take the right hand up to the left ear, and just let it lie there. Don't push. If you do the other side, it's fine. It doesn't, the right or the left doesn't matter. Just take one ear to that shoulder on that side, and then, so you're gonna want, you can do the ear to the shoulder, and then this hand, so like this. The same ear. I know, it's confusing. It is confusing. So the hand that comes up is the side you're leaning toward, okay? Yeah, so this is a stretch, obviously, for the side of your neck. It increases the blood flow there and helps with the range of motion of your neck. But again, we're the ear to the shoulder, that's in one plane. So just a couple more breaths here. Don't press, it's just a soft, just a little weight. You don't want to do it too much. And then inhale, take the hand away, bring your head back to center. And this time take the other ear to that shoulder and bring the hand on that side up to the ear. And nice, beautiful. Not too much, just feel that stretch on the side that you're stretching. Relax your face, take a couple more breaths. You might feel on the exhale that your ear comes a little closer to the shoulder. You don't have to feel that, but you might. And then inhale, take that arm down and up, and we're gonna do the back now. So take your hands behind your head. You can interlace, or you can just have your fingers lightly on the back of your skull there. And this one is gonna be, you're gonna inhale and then press the head into the hands and the hands into the head for a count of 5. So inhale and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. So you're not taking your chin down. You're just pressing. You're looking down, but it's not. You're not trying to get your chin to your chest. Okay. Inhale. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax, but keep your hands there. We're going to do it 2 more times. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax it. And last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nice. Bring your hands down. You might want to roll your shoulders out. That might feel good right now. I don't know. And now we're going to take your right hand to your right cheek and look straight ahead. And we're going to do the same thing, pressing the cheek into the hand as we did. This is for the muscles in the front of the neck. So just take an inhale. I guess the breathing doesn't really matter, but I think it's good to start with an inhale. So inhale, and then press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing's going to move. Your gaze stays straight ahead. Relax. Then inhale, press, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, one more time. Inhale, press, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, now we gotta do the other side. So this time left, or the other hand to the cheek, and then press in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice what you feel when you're pressing here, and bring your awareness to whatever is working. And one more time. Press, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Good. Okay, so that's all the sides, the back of the neck. Now we're just going to do a little chair. We're not going to do forward folding. We're just going to do a vinyasa with chair. So feet are hip width apart. All standing poses start from mountain pose. So you don't have to like consciously build it every time. But okay, so inhale, arms up. Spread your fingers. Exhale, sit back like in a chair. Inhale up and arms down and around. Just a couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale, weight in your heels, sit back, reach up. Inhale up and exhale around. Nice. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now you're at the front edge of your mat. We're going to do open-hearted warrior, which is a chest opener. And also it stretches the quads and the psoas, the hip flexor muscles. So the muscles that we're stretching are the hip flexor muscles that come down here, and the chest muscles, and the external rotators of the hip. Well, we haven't gotten to that yet. Okay, so you're at the front edge of your mat. Feet are on train tracks, so they're not close together, pointing straight ahead. Take a big step back. Maybe turn your right toe, the back leg toes out a little bit, and bend the front knee so it comes right over the ankle. So look down, you should be able to see your big toe, at least. Square your hips toward the front short edge of the mat, and start by inhaling your arms up, warrior, and then exhale, bring them down and out and back. So shoulder blades together on the back, chest is open. Inhale them up again, exhale back, and open the chest. So this is a different version of warrior that stretches your chest. Warrior's a little bit of a back bend anyway. One more time, up, and then down and back, and hold for a few breaths. So press into your back foot, outer edge of your back foot, as well as your front foot. Your back leg is going to inwardly rotate a little bit, but concentrate on the opening of your chest here. So think about the shoulder blades coming together in the back. Nice open chest, breathe right into there. One more breath. And then straighten your front leg, keep a little bend in it, and bring your right foot up, or whichever foot was back up, and just kind of shake it out, move around, and we'll do the other side. So take your other leg back, a couple times, bend and straighten, front leg, knee over ankle, okay? Now if you look in a yoga magazine or something, this front thigh is parallel. I've never, ever been able to do that. So you don't worry about this angle, you just make sure your knee is over your ankle and that's what's important. Okay, and your back foot can be at a little bit of an angle too. Okay, so square your hips to the front, and we'll do that on warrior, open-hearted warrior on this side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, back and open. We'll just do this movement a couple more times, and then we'll hold. Open chest. Shoulders down from the ears, lift up through the crown of your head. Breathe. So, stable and easy, that's what we're going for. So, you're pressing into both feet. Breathing right into that nice open chest. Face relaxed, jaw relaxed, breath deep and even. Okay, then come forward with your back foot and shake it around. Okay. Now I was gonna have us come down, but I think I'm gonna skip that part. So we were gonna do camel on our knees, but we're gonna do standing up. So you're just gonna stand in, mountain pose. Take your hands, this is another chest opener. Take your hands so the palms are, fingers facing down on the back, and draw your elbows together so you can feel your chest open there. And then just gently press down and lift your heart a little bit, maybe lift your chin. So this is a little bit of a back bend. Just breathe. Few more breaths, again focusing on that open chest. Okay, then maybe we are going to come down to our knees because we need to stretch these here. Okay, can you come down to your all fours? So one way to do that is inhale. I'm trying to think of how you can do this without.
Don't worry, do whatever you're going to do.
You can
I'll watch and learn.
Well, I know what you can do. You can put your foot on the chair, and so what we want to do is stretch this. Okay. So anyway, so the rest of you come down on your knees because this is a better way to do this. Yeah. Okay. So camel, so we're stretching the hip flexors here. So the same movement with your arms, but you get more of a stretch in the front of the thighs here, in the front of the hips. Camel. Now, if you want to bring your hands all the way down to your heels, you can do that. That's more of a stretch. But you don't want to overdo it. So Vicki, you can just do the standing one. Do you feel some stretch there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, that's good. Just a couple breaths here. The psoas muscle is the one that goes from the back of the spine down through here, and that's a hip flexor, and this is a good stretch for that. You can see where sitting in chairs or driving or things like that could make that too short, tight, because it's in a flex position all the time. Okay, now we are going to come down to our bellies. Can you do that? If that's not good, if you don't want to come all the way down, what we're gonna do now is strengthen. The only muscle we're trying to strengthen for posture is the hip extensors on the hamstring. So you could do this standing up, holding onto the back of the chair, okay? So we're gonna be on our bellies. Sphinx pose. So take your elbows under your shoulders, spread your hands, and kind of drag your forearms back toward your body so your chest comes forward and up. When I say drag, they're not going to move. It's just energetic movement. So this is a chest opener. And then we're going to make it strengthening our extensors by lifting the right leg just a little bit. Lift it up, point the toe, let it come down. And then lift the left leg. And so, yeah, exactly, Vicki, perfect. Let it come down. You can also rest your head on your hands here if you don't want to be up on your elbows. So it'd be like a half locust pose. So lift and point. So feel the using of your glute muscles, your buttock muscles, and the hamstrings on the back of your thighs. So just a few times back and forth, lift and lower. Keep your pelvis on the mat. So you're not necessarily trying to go really high, you're just working that muscle. Couple more times. Okay, then we are going to come onto our backs and we're going to be there till the very end. So, well, that's not true because at the very end we're going to come to a chair. But anyway, so can you come onto your back? Let's see what you can bridge pose. Okay. So, Vicki, you're not going to want to do bridge pose, so because that's lifting the hips above the heart. So this exercise is doing what we just did, which is strengthening the on the back here. So let me see what you could do. Well, you could do a twist.
I can do the hip as long as my head doesn't go down below my waist.
Well,
right.
But can you do this?
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's the hips can be above the head, but not the head below the hips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay, that's great. Okay. So feet hip width apart by your hips. Your arms are down by your sides. Spread your fingers and inhale. Tuck your tailbone and then lift up. Don't try to go too high. Just lift a little bit. So your glute muscles are working here, extending the legs. Exhale, come down, one vertebra at a time, just slow and easy. Just do that a few times. Inhale up. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale down. If you want to hold in the raised position, you could clasp your hands under your back and just might give you a little more support. So just, you can also put a block under your sacrum. come out of that, and we're going to, the last group of muscles that we're trying to stretch are the hip abductors. So supine twist. So you're gonna have one leg straight, doesn't matter which one, and take the other knee, bend the other knee, bring that foot to the mat. So one leg is straight, the other is bent. You can kind of lift your hips up and move over onto the straight leg hip and just draw that bent knee over your straight leg. So this is just twisted the spine, but the muscles on the outside of your bent leg are getting a nice stretch here. So let's see if everybody's okay. So yeah, cross that over. You can support that leg in any way. Find anything that's comfortable. If it's more comfortable for you to have both knees bent and one leg resting on top of the other, like a windshield wipe twist, you can do that too. So both legs bent or one leg. So the upper leg, the leg that is going to get a nice stretch. So arms out to the side, shoulder height is not, or anywhere, some away from the body. See if you can have the shoulders on the ground or near. So use your breath here to find release. Inhale, send the breath to the outside of the leg where you have the stretch. Exhale, just think release somewhere. Check in with your face and jaw, shoulders, make sure they're relaxed, no effort there. So just let gravity press down. And when your breath is slow and deep and even, calm, that's a signal to your body, to the muscles, that they can really release, that it's safe. They can stretch out a little bit. Okay, now inhale, come back to center. Just bend both knees, have both feet on the mat, and just lightly press into your feet and tap the back of your sacrum on the mat a few times. Tap, tap, tap. And then go ahead and take a twist on the other side. It doesn't have to be the same as the one you did on this side. Just finding some way to stretch that outer hip. You can put your hand on the bent leg if you want a little something to help hold it down. The only thing, or you can put something under the knee, good. Just so you can relax as much as possible. It never should be painful, so if it hurts, back away. Okay, come back to center, and we're gonna do a supported fish pose, which is a chest opener. We've been doing a lot of chest openers. So I will show you how to do that. For that, you're gonna need a blanket. Take your blanket and just make a roll of it, and that's gonna go under your shoulder blades, under upper back, I'm sorry, and then a block to rest your head on. So I'll show you, and then I'll come around and help you get set up. So your legs are gonna be out. The blanket's gonna go like right where your bra strap would be, or your upper. So your shoulders are over the top of it, and your arms are just draped over. So it's this right where your chest is open. And then your head can rest on a block at whatever height is comfortable. I like it on the flat, but okay, so that, and then arms are out to the side. Come around. And it should feel good.
I'm gonna hold off on this one.
Oh, you don't think that's good?
I don't.
You don't wanna do it?
Yeah, right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is there a comfortable recline position you can be in? Or do you wanna,
just go ahead, I'll do what I can, feel like I can do today.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, all right, that's fine. How you doing? Feels good?
Okay.
Does it feel good? Is it awkward? Okay, okay. Leslie looks perfectly comfortable, Mary looks, okay, great. Okay, so this is supported fish, and it's again, a chest opener. It seems like we've been talking a lot about chest openers, but also the head that comes forward. I don't know how you felt standing against the wall, but I notice it in other people, and I think I notice it, I know in myself, that my head is coming forward, as I look at computers incorrectly. So the poses that we've done that help the head come over the shoulders, camel was one of those, and the open-hearted warrior 2 was also one of those. And so is this. The supported fish helps the head come over the shoulders. So just breathe, open that chest. Nice deep breaths. We're going to move into Shavasana after this, so if you want to stay in supported fish for Shavasana, that's fine, and I can come around and help give you anything you need. Or you can do a more traditional Shavasana or anything you want. So just take a minute to either reposition or take any movement or anything you want before Shavasana. We're doing a little early because we're gonna have a thing at the end that takes time, so. Okay, so. So, if you want to, you can do Shavasana in the chair, you can sit in the chair for that. It's just,
Okay.
it's just a final, relaxation where you don't have effort, so.
Okay. Do you mind moving the chair over for me so I can get up?
And I'm gonna, show you some that we're gonna do with we're all gonna do it later, but, we gotta get it. Okay, good there, okay, good, Okay, so now, who needs something? Need anything? Are you awake? Just raise your hand up. Okay. There you go. Anything? Blanket? Yes?
Yes, that was,
Yeah.
sorry I didn't raise my hand. That's okay. Thank you, Brady.
Okay, you're welcome. There you go. Just surrender everything right to this moment. Let go of thoughts. Let go of any effort. Just be with your, in the moment, breath by breath. gently bring your awareness back to the space, and your breath, begin to just deepen it a little bit. Awaken your body with small movements, fingers, toes, maybe moving your head around a little bit. And then take your time to come over onto your side and just notice, just be aware as you were at the beginning of practice, as we center, just be aware of how you feel. Be aware of the state of your mind. Notice how your breath is moving. Notice what your body's saying to you. And remember your intention. And use your hands to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat in the chair. So go to your chair. We're gonna do one pose as part of our closing today, because it's a pose that you can take right off the mat into your everyday life. And it's called, Vicky's already doing it, so she can be the model. Supported seated mountain. So the only difference, the reason it's supported is, I'm gonna give you, now this is a motley assortment of pillows, okay? So Vicky's got the one that I keep in my car, because this is a good way, this supported pose is good if you're sitting for a long time, if you're driving cars, anything like that, because it lets you sit in alignment, like we have talked about for posture, without effort, because you're going to have support in your lumbar spine. So just be patient with these pillows that I gathered. Okay, this is the one that I sleep with every night. So you're going to put the pillow in right here in the, not down low, but in the lumbar area of your back, and then sit back. Yeah. So it should feel good, and it should, so let me scoot your bottom back. Yeah, there we go. Because, all right now, okay. And then think about, the ears over shoulders and things like that. Okay, so just, if you're sitting, it's really not just, it's a crazy pill. You should have seen me going back. This might be a little,
Actually feels pretty good.
okay, it's good, because you're good, you got your alignment going right there, okay. I was walking around my house yesterday. Is that okay? Yeah, move it around. Is it too hard?
Too fat.
It's too fat. Okay, all right, let me cut this. This is a baby blanket. Is that too thin?
No, that's
Okay, okay. I was going around my house looking for the stuff we had when the grandkids were there, and like baby pillows and stuff like that. So I found some baby blankets. So let's see how this is going. Right there. Okay. So can you just relax into that? You got good alignment there. Nice. Okay. All right. So this is just, so we're just gonna sit like that for a minute. So again, this is I love it when I'm driving for a long time, because then you can get into this forward kind of stuff that's not good. And the thing I have to do about the computer is get it up, so I'm not looking down, because that's that forward head thing. Anyway, okay. So, all right, so in supported seated mountain, which is a great thing for you to do at home if you're driving or sitting for a long time, close your eyes, and let's just take one deep breath, arms up, touch and down to the heart space. Press lightly against your sternum and maybe tuck your chin, bow lightly to your hands, but mostly bow to your efforts today to look into your posture. Posture is so important. It makes you, good posture is good for your body, your breathing, your attitude, all kinds of things. So I thank you for thinking about posture for an hour and be willing to try new things, different things. And I thank you for coming and allowing me to guide you in practice. I learn as much from you as hopefully you learn from the practice. And the light in me bows to and honors the very same light in each of you. Namaste.
And we thank you.
Oh, you're
Yes,
very welcome.
this was
This is
wonderful.
I really, when I'm doing making these practices up, I just learn so many things. I think, oh my gosh, I should try that.
My mother, all